as JinWoo and Yoo embark on the journey of establishing their guild. The process becomes really easy, with JinWoo's shadow army clearing the dungeons as they defeat all the enemies. Igris takes down the boss, and the lower rank summons collect all the materials worth money in the dungeon. This actually makes JinWoo ask if he can pick up some magic crystals, since he feels out of place with the shadows doing everything. After their final raid together, they both go out for drinks and barbecue together. However, JinWoo thinks about how he only started this relationship so he could level up, and since he's met his goal, is there any point in keeping this relationship? It's here when JinWoo asks Jinho what he really thinks of him, and Jinho tells him he's only known him for a short time, but he's more of a brother to him than his actual brother. This makes JinWoo smile as he says he'll consider him as his younger brother from now on. And like that, they are officially guild leaders as Jinho goes to his father and makes everything official. After entering the gate to hell, JinWoo uses the key he got from slaying the gatekeeper to enter the demon castle. This is when the doors open, and upon entering, JinWoo is confused to only see a hallway as he receives a quest to capture 10,000 demon souls, and the rewards are pretty amazing as he gets 20 bonus points, a mystery item, and any item of his choosing from the store. As he reaches the other side and opens the doors, he is surprised to see a field-type dungeon with a hellish landscape that looks exactly like Seoul. This is when he realizes that with 10,000 demons present, he must capture one soul per demon, with some possessing multiple souls on upper floors of the castle. In other words, there are at least 10,000 demons in the dungeon. This leads Jin to think about his excuse of going on a trip, wondering if a week will be enough as he drops his bag and easily cuts down 3 low-grade demons, gaining 3 demon souls. This is when an experience calculator pops up, showing his progress towards leveling up as JinWoo begins a race against time. JinWoo continues fighting demons and taking souls. However, after clearing all of the demons in his area, it's time for Jin to move on to the next floor. This is when Jin pulls out an entry permit to the second floor that tells him it needs to be used in the floor movement magic circle, which is kind of far away, so Jin calls for any monster-type soldier in his army, summoning the leader of the Ice Bears. Towering before him, the Ice Bear's huge size strikes JinWoo, comparing him to a heavy-duty vehicle. Jin hops on his back when suddenly 3 demons appear, and before Jin can finish thinking about how annoying they are, the Ice Bear charges forward effortlessly, sending all the demons in his path flying. And this is the moment JinWoo gives him the name Tank. He encounters his first boss-grade demon on the 50th floor, Avaricious Vulcan. JinWoo says, "Let's begin!" and his shadow mages unleash a barrage of fireballs at Vulcan's guards as they begin to charge towards them. In this moment, Jin tells his army to take care of the rest as he activates his stealth skills so he can watch. Iron and Igris make easy work of the guards as Jin says it doesn't matter if the guards are high-ranked because he's constantly strengthening his soldiers. However, Jin looks toward Vulcan, who hasn't moved from his spot, saying he'll just go finish it. But before he could finish what he was saying, Vulcan vanishes, catching Jin off guard and smashes Jin's army, easily crushing Iron and taking Igris out of the fight. In this moment, JinWoo leaps out of his stealth and punches Vulcan so hard he sends him crashing through the city. However, Vulcan becomes enraged, activating his skill Wrath, boosting his stats and removing his sense of pain. In this moment, with lightning speed, the demon charges towards Jin, leaving him with no time to evade, and in a moment of desperation, Jin calls to Iron, who throws his shield just in time for Jin to block Vulcan's onslaught. Demon unleashes an onslaught, testing JinWoo's limits. Jin knows he can endure this assault only because of his strength, but he needs to find an opening for a counterattack. With quick thinking, Jin identifies a vulnerable moment and strikes. However, Vulcan anticipates this and dodges, countering with a strike of his own while Jin is in midair and unable to dodge. In this split second, Jin realizes he can use his Dominator's touch ability to propel himself backward, narrowly avoiding Vulcan's attack. This is when JinWoo realizes he won't be able to beat the demon boss like this and needs to create an unavoidable situation as he looks toward a broken building. Jin dashes through the city, luring Vulcan into pursuit. But with Vulcan closing in, Jin activates his sprint ability, racing up the broken building's facade. Reaching the peak, Jin knows it will be hard for the demon to stop so suddenly at his current speed. With Vulcan right where he wants him, Jin blasts off the building, delivering a devastating blow, defeating Vulcan.